Welcome to the kitchen. Get ready, let's go. It's cooking with Jack. Put on a tasty show.
Hey guys, what's up? I want to tell you what we're doing today. We're doing the creamy chicken baskets because that's what you voted for. So like when I give you multiple choice and the answer is not both, don't say both. I'm trying to give you more control over the show and what we bring to you. So I did $1 million meatballs and creamy chicken baskets, and a lot of you are all, do both of them. Well, why bother asking your opinion then? I care more about what you desire than doing these recipes for my benefit. Anyway, so I'll be asking you in the future, pick A or B. There is no C. So don't bring up anything else, please. It's too funny. All right. Creamy chicken baskets. Let's get started. First thing we got to do is prepare the baskets. All right, guys. So I've never done this. I'm doing it for the first time. So if I have difficulty with it, you might have difficulty with it. Start with a little bit of flour. Put a tablespoon of water in it. Just enough to make it pasty. Just a little bit. Mix that around. If you need to add more, add more. Preferably you need to add more and not the other way around, because then you got to start over. Okay. All right, let me wash my hands here. First thing we're going to do is take a little bit of this, put it right here, put it right here, just on one side, and then you're going to do the same with the other. You can put a little bit right here, okay? Directly across from each other. Hope this works. This is how they show to make the basket. Okay. Now that has been coated and this has been coated. So now you're going to go in with a pizza cutter right like that. Okay. Then you're going to turn it around. Do the same thing on that side. All right. Make sure you got a little bit there. You can do it this way too. Add it after you cut. I just want to make sure we're good. This is supposed to be like a glue, okay? So, bring that up. Bring this up like that. Press it tightly. Do the same on the other side. So you're gonna, oh, that's horrible. Let's try it again. Let me get another one. Okay, so they're all done. That obviously was my last one. I did them all one-handed. Tammy is busy working. She was not able to come in and assist me. So we're gonna do the best we can, film these babies. Meet me over the stove. Let's start cooking. All right, first we're going to cook our chicken breasts. So there is a battle discussion going on all times, whether to get the pan hot and put cold oil in, or put cold oil in and then get the pan hot. I do it either way. I don't care. Comes out good no matter what. All right, get that cooked up, get it diced up, and get it on a plate for now. And then we're gonna saute some vegetables afterwards. All right, guys, coming along nicely. Getting a good crust. I thought these were defrosted, so I'm having to cook them a little longer because I'm cooking them from frozen. Probably should have used the air fryer, huh? When this is fully cooked, you want to dice this up because we're going to throw it back in the pan in a minute. So, let it rest while you saute the vegetables next. Then, go ahead and chop it up in the small bite-sized pieces. I'm leaving everything in. You know what? I put a little butter in there too. There's oil, butter, and we got onions and bell peppers. Put a little garlic, salt in there if you want. But I'm not going to waste all that good flavor. I'm just going to leave all the chicken drippings in there. Alright guys, go ahead and put your chicken in. Go ahead and put in your milk. Or your cream, I should say. Take your cheese. Get that in. Then once this is gooey, meet me over at the baskets we made. We're gonna fill these cups. Probably gonna make a mess of it, so I'm just gonna fill one. And then you can do the rest on your own for your recipe. We're gonna top with cheese on each one. One more thing, where is it? There it is. Putting a little sprinkle. You can do whatever you want. We're cooking at 350 or 400, whatever. Keep it on if it's at 400. You want the tortillas to get a little crispy brown on the edges, the cheese to melt. I added the Italian seasoning and not in the recipe. So let's put it in the oven and pull it out and see how it is. All right, guys, here's your up close shot. They're creamy, they're cheesy, they're crispy, they're baskets. That one looks pretty good. That one's a mess over there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that had a heart attack there. That one's a mess too. But that one looks nice. Not bad for the first try. Okay, before we taste it, got some thoughts. Why the person who developed this recipe, why didn't they just leave the bell peppers out and then stuff the bell peppers with creamy, cheesy chicken and onions? That's what I'd do. If I made this again, I wouldn't go through all the trouble with the tortillas and all that. I would just stuff bell peppers and then bake it. I don't know, just a thought, if you're gonna try it. All right, let's give one a try. Let's see here. Let's try this one. Gotta try the cheese with the chicken. Mmm. Wow. The Italian seasoning really rocks. Now, usually, Italian seasoning is rosemary, thyme, and basil. Usually. Have you ever wondered? Man, that was a good addition. Alright, I'm going to throw that in the recipe when I put it up. If I remember to put it up. Wow. Yep, flavor's great. Creaminess. Difficult doing the tortillas, but if you do the bell pepper version, I think that'd be super easy. Alright guys, so give it a try. If you make it, let me know. I love you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.